Hi everyone, it's Brenda from Pink Castle Fabrics, and I'm very excited today to show you the Janome 3160QDC-B. So what do all of these numbers mean, and why do I think that you need this machine? Well, first of all, the QDC. So first of all, the Janome 3160 has been around for a very long time. So if you look up Janome 3160, you're gonna find reviews, and excellent reviews on this machine for years and years. The QDC means that this is the quilters edition, and the B means that it's got a blue faceplate. So this blue faceplate won't be around forever. In fact, I think that they're coming out with a new colored version of the 3160 this year in 2020. So if you like this teal faceplate, this is the time to buy this machine. And also, it comes with a quilting package. So we're gonna talk a lot about that in a little bit. So why do I think that you need the 3160? Are you a sewer or quilter who is looking for a compact, very good machine? This is a machine for you. If you've got a big machine at home, maybe you've got like the Janome 6700, something that's very heavy, I think the 3160 is great for you because you don't have to give up a lot of really nice features, and you get a 14-pound travel machine. And it also comes with a sturdy hard plastic case. So if you're going on a retreat or going to a class, you don't have to give up really good features, and you can keep it protected while you're moving. Now, let's say that you're a beginning sewer. You may have had like a really cheap machine to start out with, or maybe you're looking around for a machine that's going to be your only machine. This is a great compromise between something that costs maybe $99 that you know is going to break. If you buy a machine at a big box store for $99, it is not going to be the same quality. This has a really nice motor in it. It will be able to sew through things like denim right out of the box, and you don't have to pay more than $1,000 for this machine. This machine right now, as of January of 2020, is $599, and you can find a link below, and it comes with everything that we're going to talk about here. If you have questions about this machine, make sure that you add them in the comments, and I'll be happy to answer them for you if I don't answer them in this video. And make sure you leave a like on the video and share it with your friends who like to sew. So let's go over why I think this machine is really great. So here's the cool thing about this machine. It has a thread cutter. That sells it for me right there. That is my favorite feature on my machine at home. And when I'm going away, my machine at home is 35 pounds. I sew in the basement. It's very difficult for me to take the machine all the way up the stairs. So this is perfect for me when I'm going on a sewing retreat like I am next weekend. And I don't have to give up those really cool features. This has 60 different stitches. It comes with some decorative stitches, but the main thing is that it has all of the stitches that you're gonna need for garment sewing and for quilting right out of the box. So you're not going to have to buy any more feet. So that's nice with the $5.99 package. Now, let's go over some of the buttons. This button here is a locking stitch. So when you push this button in and you sew, it will take a few stitches in place. This will help if you're doing like a dart, or you want to lock your stitch at the beginning of your seam. You can also use the reverse button, which is right down here. And you see how this is angled right here? That gives you a good line of sight when you're sewing, so that you can see the needle. That's why this is angled properly here. It gives you a much better visual on the actual sewing area. And you've got some lights in here so that you can see that this is lit up right where you're at. Now, this is needle up, needle down. So when you push this button, it will stop with the needle in the down position. This is so great for when you're doing things like applique, or when you're turning corners, or if you're doing a very long seam and you don't move, the fabric won't shift and lose your place. This is a feature that a lot of people ask for when they come in looking for a machine. So it does have needle up, needle down, and then of course the thread cutter. When you push this button, it will cut your top and your bottom thread. So that's great. It helps save you thread over time. And also, it just makes things easier. You get a nice, probably about an inch, maybe a little less than that. It's not too little of an amount that your needle comes unthreaded, but it's not too much so that when you are sewing, a lot of times when you have very long threads, they'll pop up through the seams, especially when you're doing a quilt. So this will save you thread also, because if you're, taking an extra 3 to 4 inches every time you're cutting your thread, that is going to add up over time. And especially since I recommend using Aurifil or Wonderfil or another really nice thread, it's going to save you money over time. Now, this is your speed control button right here. So I have used this machine in my son's classroom in 2nd and 3rd grade, helping to teach the elementary schoolers to sew, and I turn it down. If it is all the way on the slowest speed, it's 400 stitches a minute. If you want to sew like a jackrabbit, it is 800 stitches a minute. And that's really nice. When I'm doing binding or applique, I tend to floor the pedal. So I tend to turn the speed down so that I have a more accurate stitch. Right here are the easy selection buttons. So this will help you navigate the screen right here. And this is a really nice LCD screen right here. This is the only electronic compartment or component to this machine. So when you are talking about a mechanical only machine, this is going to be almost mechanical only. So if something were to happen to the screen, and we can talk about the warranty because it does have a 25-year warranty on this, the boards for this machine cost so much less than, for example, the board in the 15,000, just because the only really mechanical part, the only really electronic part of the machine is this LCD screen right there. And it's something that's very easy to replace, so this machine is going to last you a very long time. Inside the machine is all metal. It does have a plastic case on the outside, so hopefully you don't drop this down the stairs, but if you do, a lot of the inner parts are going to be stable. If you're going to use this as a travel machine, knowing that it has very nice metal parts on the inside, and there are some less expensive machines that have metal on the inside, but the metal is just not as strong, and that will bend over time. So Janome makes sure that they have nice thick metal insides on the machine, and that will come over the gears and things that might shift around about your machine. It's really kind of fun to see one of these opened up. Maybe I'll do a video about that sometime. So these buttons right here are easy for you to select your stitches. So you just move them up and down. All of your stitches are right here on the front of the machine. So you don't have a stitch card that gets lost. I had a machine with a stitch card. That was the first thing I lost in the machine. And then I had to look it up online every time I wanted to change my stitch. And right here, it tells you the numbers and all of the different things on here. So you've got a nice straight stitch, you've got a 1/4 inch stitch, and you've got your zigzag stitches, a triple zigzag, you've got several applique, and of course, probably about 15 really nice decorative stitches with this machine as well. We have a bobbin winder right up here at the top, and in another video I'll show you how to use the bobbin winder on this machine. It's very easy. This is threaded just like you would think it is, and there's also numbers all around the machine to help you thread your machine. So it's very good if you are a beginner. You won't be frustrated with a bad stitch quality, and it's very easy to change the tension on this machine. Right here we have the tension dial, and you do mostly quilting with my machine, and I've never had to change the tension on my machine. I've been able to take it right out of the box, sit down, and start sewing with it. So what does come in the box? Let's talk a little bit about that. We've already mentioned that it comes with a hard case, and you can see I set this up with the extension table. This is not extra. This comes with the machine. This can come off, and I like that the legs are just foldable legs. So if you want to put this away, let's say that you don't have a dedicated sewing space and you have to take it, maybe it's on your dining room table, and move it when it's time for the family to eat dinner. This is easy to fold up and put away. And if you can see this on the extension table, it does have a ruler on it, and instead of that ruler being printed on it and that might over time wear off, this is plastic so you can see that that will last you the whole time. Now, you've got a free arm here when you take that off. And this also comes with the machine if you would like to not use the extension table. And this will come open so that you can put your feet in the machine right here. Let's talk a little bit about what comes with the machine. So these feet come with the Janome 3160 standard, and then these feet here are part of the bonus package. So the last 3160 that was out did not come with the bonus package. So I think this is really amazing that Janome has given you these feet for free right now. So the QDC-B comes with all of these feet. Now, the foot that comes on the machine is your regular zigzag foot. It's called the A foot. But when you're doing applique, it comes with a really nice F foot. Now this is clear so you can see what you're doing. So if you're doing decorative stitches, things like that, the F foot is great. It also comes with a zipper foot, which is really nice when you're doing zippers to get your stitches as close as you can to the zipper. It comes with an over edge foot, which I use when I'm doing seams on the inside of like a pillow or clothing. Sometimes you can use an over edge stitch right before you put the binding on your quilt. That will help everything stay in place. It also comes with a blind hem foot in case you're going to be really nice and hem someone's pants. Also a one-step buttonhole foot. And then in other videos we can go through each one of these feet individually and show you how they are used. This little guy will help you to take off your stitch plate. This is the stitch plate right here. This little guy comes out so you can put your bobbin in there. It comes with 4 plastic bobbins, and these are Janome branded plastic bobbins. They're not a fortune if you need new ones. I think they're like 60 cents a bobbin to get new ones, and I recommend only using Janome bobbins in this machine. They're class 15 bobbins, but they're very reasonably priced. You want to get the Janome bobbins though, because they're specially made for these machines, so it will give you the best bobbin tension. If you use a cheap bobbin, which I mean, you don't really get much cheaper than 60 cents a bobbin, you're gonna see a problem with your tension on the machine. I'll put this, and then this just puts right over here. We also have a extra spool pin, so if you're going to use a twin needle, it has this capability. You just add this and you can have an upright spool pin, or you can have 2 spools if you're using a twin needle. Also comes with a seam ripper and a brush. And when you take your stitch plate off, we'll show you in another video how to clean out your machine. And I try to do this probably every 8 to 10 hours of sewing. Now, the extra bonus package that comes with this machine is a great package for quilters. It comes with a 1/4 inch foot with a guide. It comes with a F foot, which has it's like an open toe foot, so you can really see what you're doing with your decorative stitches. A walking foot with a guide bar, a seam guide that you can screw onto your stitch plate, and a free motion quilting foot. So all of these feet are just a free bonus right now. So again, thanks for watching our video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment, and please share this video with your friends because I know this deal won't last forever.